Are you party one? Oh, there he is.
That was cool.
That was cool. Hi.
Hi guys.
How's your day?
Oh, so good. How's yours?
It's pretty great.
Back-to-back panels.
I mean, all I have to do is go and ask questions of the mic. It's pretty easy. Yeah.
You're a champion.
Did you like
I
that?
really just caught the tail end, but I was like emotional. We did some stuff. Yeah.
You did some stuff. Yes. You got your own mic.
Hey,
Hey.
cool panel.
Very cool.
What's on your list?
Well, I mean, so I was asking, are there people who ship Flark, which is Finn and Clark, and apparently
The worst sounding.
it sounds like a fart,
Ship name.
but
It
yeah,
does.
sound like
Yeah.
fart.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's the Clark part that I think it does that.
Yeah.
It's my fault.
Yeah.
It's not yours.
I mean, Ballard has a better sound to it than Flark.
A little bit.
Less farty. Yes.
Less body.
Yes, if we're gonna go there, yes.
I've never thought about it.
This is a good start.
Have you met any Flark shippers in all your years of cons?
Of course.
Yeah?
Yeah. Yeah. I mean,
I guess it's easy for me to say that.
quite some time
I
ago.
don't know.
Yeah. They're out there
Who
though.
made that video?
Good fan. So they sourced, and some people did cut together like certain character moments. I think they had people go, hey, who's editing?
Can I just say, I love your videos.
Yeah.
People who, like, I watch them, and I think they're amazing. Like, yeah, I really do. So thank you guys if you're in this audience or beyond. Thanks for making them, because it really is like, it's like a memory book for us.
Wait till you see the one for your solo panel. It's like you're a superhero. It's amazing.
Oh, cool.
It's actually, it gave me chills. It's like your whole journey, your whole arc. Clark
You've
arc.
seen it already?
Yes?
Oh, you get to see everything.
Maybe, you know, someone has to. Okay, so, I mean, listen, I don't have specific questions about your relationship on the show, but if you guys want to talk, I know it was a long time ago. Had you met before the show?
No.
No, before we start recording?
Yeah, no, okay. And then, I wanted to ask like a moral question for Clark. Clark obviously had a lot of tough choices. Do you think Clark would have gotten together with Finn if she knew he was with Raven?
At that time, I don't think so, because she had a very strong moral compass.
Right.
Yeah, it's kind of the whole thing.
Which disintegrated over time. But at that time, when she was just a fresh, newbie little lady on the ground, probably not.
Yeah.
And then there was Raven, and she was like, what the actual F?
Yeah, but
Do you remember that scene?
Yeah, totally. Oh, you mean like our scene after?
Yeah.
Sure. I was trying to remember, because you said that we know each other before we made the TV show. I was trying to remember the first time we met.
Oh, yeah, I don't actually, was it at the read-through? Or were you not there yet? I don't know either.
Oh, yeah.
It was 9 years ago.
Was it 9? Nearly a decade ago? That's crazy. I've known you a long time. Yeah.
Someone needs to make a button that says, I ship Flark. Please.
Does anybody in this room?
Oh.
Okay, Amelia!
There we are.
I mean, I'm a large shipper, obviously, but back in the early
She's, all right.
I was gonna say,
You can be both.
I thought the whole notion of shipping was kind of sort of like
Exclusive?
oh,
No. You can ship many.
ship at all.
You
Ship as in relationship.
Ship it in.
ship
Many sales, many
whomever
seas.
you like.
Yes.
She's okay, yeah. I've said it does a long thing. So, yeah.
Good?
Yep. I mean,
What are you gonna say?
oh, I was just gonna say, in the like, I was not involved in like the online fandom portion of the show
Nor me.
when I first started watching it. And so, when I was watching season 1, I actually really enjoyed that relationship. And I thought it was like two very strong, conflicted characters, because obviously Finn was very like against going to war with the Grounders. He was trying to get everybody to
was
take
for
kind
the
of a
peace.
pacifist vibe. And Clark was like, well, you know, we have to do this to survive. So I thought that your conflict was one of the better parts of the relationship.
should have given you a mic at the beginning. I'm so sorry. I can't repeat all of them.
Good. So far, so good.
That's great.
But yes.
Thank you. Yeah, it was a great kind of conflict that evolved.
Yeah,
And you became murderers.
that's right.
It's true.
That was a real quick turn.
Well, we didn't have a whole lot of time.
We didn't know you're right. There
He
was
loved you
never
so
any time.
much, he went on that spree looking for you.
Oh, it was my fault.
Never, never.
It's the videos like, where's Clara?
Where is she?
Who's the, you know, the one wants his watch or something?
Yeah.
Oh, that's right, the watch.
Yeah, the watch.
Yeah, you're really getting in people's faces with it.
Watch.
To be fair, Eliza, over the years, I think there were plenty of people who would go to extremes for Clark Griffin. And like you would for them.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. You know what, guys? I need to rewatch. This whole convention has made me go, all right, I'm going to watch it from the beginning. Have you watched it ever?
Yeah, I'm gonna watch it.
You're gonna? I think we should. I want to see it now. I
Wanna do
mean,
that later?
yes, I'm in. I would love that.
Maybe have enough, almost.
Make a podcast.
You know.
Okay.
Hilarious.
We're not going to new girl it just yet. But we could. I mean, we could do a podcast. There were like 100 episodes.
I'm gonna watch your superhero.
Real. Yeah, it's tomorrow afternoon.
Tomorrow.
Yeah.
Me
I'm
too.
gonna start with it.
Okay, that's good. Let's see how we go.
Eliza, how old will Henry be when you show him the 100? 27?
I've been talking to a few mums here. Some have said 8. I think maybe.
Hello, that kid dies, what, Charlotte in episode 4?
Yeah, so like maybe the pilot for an 8-year-old. That's, you know, apart from Jasper dying, that's pretty.
Being stabbed against
Well,
the
not
tree.
dying, but
Yeah.
nearly. It looks like he dies. I don't know, like, I feel like 13, 14 is the sweet spot
Right.
for that.
Yeah.
But also, like, ugh, Mum,
Right.
you're making out with a lot of people.
You do get naked with that guy in a bunker. Yeah.
That's, you know, that's episode 4.
And then he's gonna go, wait, Daddy's on the screen, but he's not with you. What's up? Henry's gonna be looking at the screen and go, there's Daddy, why aren't you, what's happening? He's gonna ship the lark right away.
Daddy's mean.
Yeah, Daddy is mean in season 1. Yeah. That's gonna be so interesting. You've gotta record that when it happens way in the future. I'm just saying.
What happens
We'll
if
think about
Henry
it.
grows up and becomes Alexa?
Oh, that's
Yes,
true.
I would love it. I
Yeah.
would welcome it.
No, I'm
Or a flarker.
He's not a lark.
Yeah.
What about a Harper?
I would also welcome that. Who isn't a mama? Yeah, you're really doing it.
Thomas, you have a lot to catch up on. There's just a lot of content.
Oh, but he's really on it.
Yeah, he hasn't watched any of it. He keeps going, wait, you guys went up on a beach? Bellamy's dad? Like, you and Chelsea need
Like
to really-
Chelsea?
Yeah, just need to get together and watch the show.
Bellamy's
Find out
dead.
how-
That's like that has to be the hashtag of this whole convention. Question mark?
Did you find out how Bellamy died?
Loctavia.
No.
No.
Linktavia.
Lake table.
Okay.
That was good.
Nice try.
It was a good try.
This is cute.
Yeah. It's like, no, I shot him.
Clark shot.
It's very familiar, actually.
That's fair.
I mean, Eliza, no offense, but like, you know, Finn died, Lexa died, Bellamy died. I'm just saying.
Are you sensing a theme?
No, Nyla lived. Nyla lived. So there's one.
Good for her.
Mark never
Really
had
slipped on mine.
It's true.
She did
I'm
it.
not talking about feelings.
So why did you shoot him?
You know, I ask myself the same question every damn day. Why? Honestly, I don't think that she should have. I don't think she would have.
He wasn't.
He
already.
kind of,
He wasn't doing it.
it was like he'd gone bad. I'm gonna like make this really like.
He'd gone
It
bad.
was like he went evil,
Right.
but he was actually on the up and up. He was coming good, and then I just shot him anyway.
To be fair, you were.
Would you agree? Is that
Yes.
kind of how it? Yeah.
Sort of this
He joined a bad church and then threatened her daughter.
Yes. Yeah, Clark had a daughter. You want to explain that one?
Oh!
And it's not yours.
Yeah, Maddie, my adopted child. Yes. A grounded child. From the second apocalypse. Yeah. It's a whole thing. We'll talk about it later.
Her blood is black, super sexy. There's so much you have to catch up on.
I wouldn't say my daughter's blood was sexy. That's weird.
No, you're not hers. You became a nightblood.
I did.
Yeah.
I did.
I don't think he knows what a nightblood is.
Nightblood? No?
I heard that everyone, there's like, becomes light.
Okay, you're talking about the, like, ascending.
Did you watch Lost instead?
No, he's talking about ascending.
Yeah, the ascent, yeah.
Let's stay the same.
Yeah, they become like, light signatures.
Re-explain why Clark.
Floaty trees?
There were some dancing Groots. There were some dancing Groots in white light.
Yes.
And Bellamy wore like a white robe for a bit.
Of course.
Yeah. His cult had nice, comfortable jammy robes that were white. Bellamy. So when you shot him in the white, that was real effective. Yeah.
I really saw.
Yeah. There was a book that was left behind. That's the whole reason you shot him. But that's a whole other thing. Okay.
Yeah, we can't even get into that.
We can't go on. It's also too early on day one. I know. Maybe it's by tomorrow afternoon.
Did you get the red hair?
Okay, so that was just after I killed you.
Uh,
Went on a little bit of a tear. Wasn't feeling quite good about that.
hair doesn't turn red.
Oh no, berries.
Berries.
Very died.
You know how like,
Of
you know,
berries.
no, it was rubbed into the hair. Yeah.
It's just for eating so
It was. It wasn't Willy Wonka. Yeah.
Tell me about the panther.
Yeah. So I killed a panther.
She jumped out of a tree and killed a panther.
Right.
Yeah.
As you do.
And we had a real panther on set. It was great. This was episode 1 of
And
season
remember we
3.
had like a real bear one time too, didn't we?
Yep. We did.
I never got
Sure
to ride
did.
a horse, did you?
I did.
Yeah, a lot probably.
Yeah.
I heard you guys got cars too.
Yeah. Right.
Rovers.
Rovers that
Yeah.
were very unreliable vehicles. Like honestly, like we had to drive them from location to location, and they were temperamental.
Drive. You didn't
real
drive.
guys. You should.
They let Eliza behind the wheel at one point, though.
Yeah, they let you behind the wheel.
They did.
Someone just got her driver's license finally. Have you
At
driven?
32, it's nothing to be proud of, but I am. I'm really proud.
Are you driving? Actually driving around LA?
I am.
Are you driving?
Yeah.
You like it?
I love it.
Okay.
Yeah.
Even in LA?
Even in LA. And I think that the fact that I learned to drive there, which is so scary,
Yeah.
will make me good at it anywhere.
That's true.
It's good. It's
Yeah.
good defensive driving practice for sure.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
So here's a question for you two. If Finn had lived, let's say he had a redemptive arc, Lexa didn't have to kill him, you didn't have to kill him, a mercy kill kind of situation.
Nobody survives though, kids.
Nyla. We'll talk later.
Richard's sister played Nyla.
Yeah. of
Yeah.
course. So if it were to survive, what were you
What I was saying, what do you think the future would have been for you, relationship-wise, friendship-wise? Like, what do you think the dynamic would have been?
Okay, probably together and settle down.
Yeah, because like all of the conflict would have
Until
stopped.
the second apocalypse.
Oh yeah, the
Yeah.
crime fire.
Right.
Okay, but like, what about Raven?
Right. Is that your end?
I feel that if like
Well,
the
yeah,
there
no.
was Raven became for Finn more of like almost like his kind of sister.
Sister type thing. I think that was kind of like we shot. There was a
Good
beautiful
friends.
episode. You remember when we all were vomiting blood? Do you remember that? You're confused. Episode 9, I think, of season 1.
10.
10. Where everyone started, it was like biological warfare. And
Yeah,
everyone
sure.
started, and it was like a bottle episode, and we were all in the dropship the whole time.
Yeah, and why did everyone, what was that?
Because bloody Richard, I mean,
Yeah, somebody
Murphy brought it back from the grounders.
Oh.
It was his bargaining chip. Anyway, in that episode, there was a really, like, didn't you end up getting like a, no, that's a different episode, oh my god, I was like, the stab wound?
7, I think.
That's 7.
I think.
Anyway, all amongst this, there's this scene with Raven and you where, like, it's kind of like this beautiful acceptance of the fact that you are not in love with her
Grown
anymore.
apart romantically.
Yeah. Yeah, that's what I was getting at. I'm so sorry. For a really long time.
Right, and then at some point, you're right.
At some point, sorry, Alexa came along and she's all, I'm sorry, Finn who?
Within like 2 episodes of you being dead, she was kissing Lexus, so.
I mean, do you blame her?
That's just how it goes. Right?
You were the one who told me that we were getting together.
Right.
Do you remember that we were in the car on the way to the GVRD? We were going up the mountain. And you were like, to both of us, I think, you were like, did you know you guys are getting together? And we were like, shut up.
Well, of course.
And you were
right?
like, you are. And
But I guess like at the time that was not like, people didn't really anticipate that.
No,
Like
no.
from the inside.
Right.
Right.
But you were the first one to drop that on me.
I was always like,
You were just one
getting
step
info a
ahead.
little early, you know, I tried to.
Oh, you were just like coaxing it out of the writers?
Honestly, I think that's a good point to start to open up the microphone for y'all. There's a mic right where Tom is standing.
Hello.
Hello. Tom, what's your question?
Yes, do you have a Flark question?
Y'all both look beautiful.
Oh.
Thank you.
So yeah, there's a mic. Feel free to ask Thomas or Eliza any questions. It doesn't have to be about Flark. It can be about anything at this point. We have a hard out at 5:55.
You look incredible. Not just because you had a baby 5 months ago, but you look incredible.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Sure.
Nice. Thank you.
Yeah. You look
Really,
wow.
I appreciate it.
Hi.
Hi, Eliza. Nice to see you again. And Tom.
Oh, hi.
Hi. Oh God, I hate this mic. Okay. So if there was a love triangle with Bellamy and Finn and Clark, who do you think she would choose?
Oh my God. Yeah, Alexa. It's a square. That is so tricky. Yeah, I'm gonna stick with Lexa.
Also, can I get you to say, I bear it so they don't have to?
I bear it so they don't have to.
Nice. Thank you so
I
much.
haven't got that accent in a really long time.
Maureen.
Hi, I was just wondering what your favorite scene was to film together.
I like that swimming scene we did really early on.
That was freezing. But
So fun.
it was fun. It was the first time I think that, this is like episode 3, I think, of season 1. It was early, yeah. And Tom and I had to get in a glacier-fed lake or pond, dam, what do you call it?
It might have been a damn pond.
So and Tom had to be the one who's like, I'm getting in, I don't care, I'm a rebel. But his teeth were chattering so bad, he was like, Clark, get in. And we had to spend a lot of time trying to get you to not do that.
I don't remember that part.
You don't remember that?
I remember it going really smoothly, but
It was fun though. It was
one of the really fun things about the show, at least when I was working on it, I don't know what happened after you guys got cars. But when I was working on it, we were like outside all the time, like in this actual beautiful landscape. So
yeah.
we were in the trees and in the water.
It was so easy to be immersed in the world because we had everything at our fingertips. We had, like, it felt like untouched earth, which was incredible.
Just lie down on the moss and go to sleep.
Yeah. I have pictures of you sleeping in the grass.
I have pictures of you sleeping.
Okay. Is that on your flip phone from like back in the day?
2013?
That one, yeah.
Thank you.
Is that the scene where he splashes you and you're like,
Yes,
That was memed and gifted to no end. Yeah.
Was it?
Oh yeah, the exasperating.
I need to get back in touch. I need to see these.
We'll send all of them to you.
Okay, cool.
Such big gifts.
With the gifts and the meme memes. I don't know what they, is it memes?
Memes.
What? Memes.
With an Australian accent, yes.
Memes.
Hi guys. Back to kind of your point about having creepy, weird pictures of each other on your phones. There was a video that was circulating a long time ago that Thomas, I think, made either on a camera or on a phone, and it was of the cast holding random pieces of fruit. Do you remember that? And can you explain the story behind that, please?
Yeah, you can. That was brilliant. I still don't understand it, but it was beautiful. So Tom, he's a mysterious man. In his spare time, he was buttering up the cameraman and our DP, and he was a wonderful man. And he was saying, can we just get some extra footage of different people holding different pieces of fruit? I don't know why, and I'll never understand why. I'm not sure that you do, but maybe you do.
Why?
Yeah, why?
Well,
What was there anything symbolic, or you just thought, I would like to?
that we had, as much as we were working, we were there like really long days and stuff, and then there'd be sometimes this downtime, like flipping a camera or like playing a setup, like we have all this amazing equipment and stuff, just sort of like sitting there. So we use the cameras that we filmed the show on.
Oh, okay.
Film this other stuff like in between, and what we had around was like fruit. Like,
Oh, from craft services.
yeah, but then we
Yeah.
ran out of stuff, so it was like the same old banana or whatever. So I started like,
Yeah, I think I held a mango at one point.
yeah, and then after a while we had to go and get like,
More exotic.
it was a bit of an experiment.
Fair enough.
It was really cool though.
Huge success.
Huge success. Huge.
Well, it's memorable. People remember it.
I haven't seen I've only seen little snippets of it. I haven't seen your edit of it. Would you
It's about 1.5
share it? I would like to.
We'll tweet it out on the Conageddon account.
Oh, yeah, we got you.
Yeah.
Cool. I would like to see it.
Thanks, guys.
Fruit, directed by Thomas McDonald.
Is it called Fruit? Does it have a name?
Yes.
What is the name?
Hello, I'm Gail from Salem, Mass, and I just want to know what your favorite episode is out of all the seasons. And you too.
Yes,
What's
watched
your
it.
favorite?
Yes, I do. Yeah. My favorite is episode 8 of season 1.
Really?
I have a lot of favorites, but it's the one I go back to. I just thought it was so cool. Everyone is so brilliant. It was the first time that we saw people, because they go, like the whole cast was on hallucinogens basically. Or the characters, not the cast. But it was just, and I think one of my favorite scenes is, I just love him. Do you remember this coming into the tent with you and Raven, and he's like, something about the moon?
Yeah, what does he say about the moon? Good line.
It's a great line. Does anyone?
I can't change the tide if the moon doesn't cooperate.
Yeah. I can't change the tide if the moon doesn't cooperate. It was so good. That is one of my favorite scenes of the entire series.
Yeah, feels kind of like old school somehow.
It
Do
is.
that.
Yeah.
What did they have you eat in place of actual drugs? Like, did they just give you a gummy bear or what?
It was pistachios.
Oh, interesting.
Do you have a favorite scene?
I'm thinking about that.
Or-
That's a good idea. Like the idea that you have like an episode of Close is one really specific, weird idea.
Yes. I think that was the only one that was just like super random and worked really well.
Okay.
So I have 2 questions for you guys. The first one is for both of you. So from an acting standpoint, I thought you guys did wonderful in the scene where you killed him from an acting standpoint. And I was curious, like, did you guys have to do any prep work for that or anything to kind of get into that headspace? Because it was obviously an emotional scene.
We had a lot of time. That was like a 15-hour day or something, and it was all night. So like we started late and we finished at like, the sun was coming up when we finished.
Yeah.
And it was raining the whole time.
Kind of intense.
It was really intense because we had like 200 extras.
Yeah,
We had
spread
like
out over this big
fire
campus.
torches, this whole like, I mean, there was the whole thing going on at the Arcadia,
Yeah.
and there was our stuff in the grounded camp as well. It was a huge production. Like that whole day was massive, and we had to get it done in that one night.
Yeah.
So we didn't do anything to prepare,
No,
but
we never like rehearsed the scene, we just sort of did it
we
on
just
the day.
did it, yeah. But we had a lot of time to kind of
Yeah.
do it. We were standing around a while, because they had to shoot the whole Arcadia bit.
But another thing
Separate
is that like,
rounds.
built into, I don't know if this is your experience, but when you work on a character for like in TV, you come up to like really build something out of a long period, it's kind of like gives you a leg up on a heavier scene like that because it's built into the character. You have like more access quicker to your like emotional stuff just by like looking at a person. You have all this built-in history, so you can
It's very true.
get to it.
Yeah, we got to it.
And then my second question would be, I know that Clexa like meant a lot to a lot of people, so I just was wondering what it was like for you to work with Alicia.
Oh, I love Alicia. She's and you worked with Alicia before any of us did.
Yeah.
You guys did a movie together.
Yeah, with Shannon Cook.
No,
Yeah.
I did not know that.
Yeah,
Did you
was-
guys know this?
No, well, it's this morning.
Joe didn't.
Pretty sure
I haven't seen the movie, sorry.
Oh my god, that's crazy. Okay, so yes. Anyway, I didn't know Shannon was in.
She's great.
She is great.
Karen.
Yes. She, she's one of my favorite people. Amazing to work with. So genuine, so kind, and just the real deal. Like, she's the sort of person that walks into a room and you go, that's a star. Like, it's just the way it is. She's amazing.
Thank you.
I have a question for Thomas. So, season 1 Finn is very much a pacifist, trying to find a way to solve problems about violence. Season 2 Finn, not so much. Did you ever find out if there was a reason why that shift occurred, or did the writers just do what the writers wanted to do?
Yeah, there's like a couple answers. Well, we decided that the character was going to die. Finn.
Really?
We decided that was going to happen before having a plan about how to do it. So it was like there was the space, and then it was the goal was to figure out a way that you could kill the character, but not have it be egregious insofar as the character was still such a good guy, and people would think, well, he didn't deserve this. Didn't, you know,
Unlike
so,
some characters.
but, and I think it was a different sort of phase of the show. I think like, later on, it sort of that there was like a logic to that. So the character that had started as this pacifist, it was like, what can we do to make this person like so bad that they kind of like deserve to be killed? So like shooting a village full of innocent people seemed like it would do that. You know, like.
That'll do it.
Yeah, but that's sort of like a practical kind of like reason. The details, I don't know.
Very interesting. Thank you.
Yeah.
Hey. All right, so Eliza, not to give you some actual parenting advice, but speaking as a once 13-year-old boy, maybe don't show your 13-year-old son the Clark Finn sex scene.
Yeah, no. I plan to fast forward or.
There's some great fruit from that thing.
Dude, that was my favorite fruit day.
Yeah, but
That's really nice. My mum was on set that day. I was like, Mom, you chose a really weird day to come in. She's like, I really like Thomas, but I couldn't watch the stuff. But I liked the fruit. She did. She was like, what is he?
It was, I think it was a nectarine.
Was it a nectarine?
Yeah.
my actual question.
I'm sorry.
No, it's okay. I mean, that was great. My actual question is, scene where Clark Mercy kills Finn is obviously one of the most seminal moments in the whole show, and I think, I mean, I'll only speak for myself, it's one of the very best moments in the whole show, and the performances are amazing. And there's a part where right before Clark kills him, she tells Finn that she loves him. So I always viewed it as open to interpretation of, is she telling Finn this because she's killing him and she knows he loves her and she wants to give him some nice moment at the end, or did she love him? How did you play it? How did you receive it? She loved him.
No hesitation, she absolutely loved him. Oh, that's the way I played it
No.
anyway, unless I got it completely wrong.
No, so it's like you just bring into it as, an audience member, but no, I could see it going any number of ways. Okay, cool. All right, thank you.
No.
Yeah.
Speaking of Clark killing Finn, of the many deaths that Clark had her hands on, which for you was the hardest to execute?
Ooh. The hardest death?
Yeah, what like it,
Oh, I know off the top of my head, and you probably know this. You can probably guess. It was not a lead character or a major storyline. It was this one guy.
close your ears, Thomas.
Dave played. Okay, so it's not you. It was just these. She was so sinister in this moment where she slit this guy's throat and just made her look at him while he died. Do you remember that? It was this.
Cool.
It was horrific. Right.
You didn't save the one grounder that got
Right. So it was this grounder. It was really, really horrible. It was one of the, I think it was a turning point for Clark. And that was one of the days where I had to go home and be like, I'm not Clark, I'm a good person.
Well, you had practice with mercy killing because of Adam, too.
Oh yes, very early on.
Orphan.
Reese Ward. What a guy.
Yeah, right.
What a guy.
That's funny. Did you have a lot of times where you went like, well, why is this so easy for me?
Yeah. Well, no, not the easy part. No, more the like, I'm not, I didn't really kill anyone today, sort of thing. It's a real thing though, because you dream about it, you're in that world for like 15 hours a day and it gets in your psyche a little bit, so you have to kind of just go, no, this is make-believe. We're making television and it's not real.
I would say the only thing you have in common with Clark Griffin is your deep loyalty. You are a very loyal person.
Resilient. Thank you, Joe.
It's true.
And resilient.
And resilient.
Question for Thomas as well. Being that you were only on the show for the beginning, how does it feel to come back to, like a convention like this all these years later and relive all these memories?
It's cool. It was really cool to watch that video. But really it's just fun to see, we're like old friends, so it's cool. We haven't seen each other.
I was so excited to see you.
Yeah. But, there's also a whole bunch of the show that that's okay.
Cars.
I'm learning a lot.
Cars happened.
I'm salty about that.
It's pretty cool.
Thank you both.
I know you don't know me. My name's Troy.
Of course we know. Well, Tom might not know you. You guys are friends now, surely.
So, maybe a little bit different direction. If you could rewrite or redo a particular scene or episode, what would it be?
Season...
Not, except the entire season 7.
I'm going to say season 3, episode 7.
Yes.
Oh, thank you.
Remind me when.
Yeah.
What, is that...
No, that's an excellent answer.
Okay.
That's the only answer.
That is the only answer. Yeah, I think, so Lex's death was not great.
Right.
And you probably heard about this.
That's the one where she.
Yeah. I would like...
Stray bullet.
Straight ball.
Yeah, I feel like so many people were really deeply affected by that. I would like to rewrite that for them. Yeah. How about you?
Thomas?
Right. Let's see. hard to say. I mean, you know, that weird episode where I came back and haunt you as a ghost.
That was weird, for sure.
Maybe you could have done like 2 or 3 more of those.
There had been like an ongoing thing and it wasn't, but your day rate was probably too high.
Standing over there in the trees.
Just for someone standing in the trees, it was expensive.
That's gotta be one of the weirder acting jobs that I've done. Like,
That was
'cause I was
not-
in a lot of it, but I wasn't doing it.
And the worst part was, yeah, I think you nailed it. It didn't continue. It was just one isolated episode.
Haunting.
But you see, Drake,
I said Drake.
because he looked at the cups.
Oh my God! Wow, I need to rewatch this. All I remember from that episode was Tom being weird, just like saying the whole time, and just having to be like, what? With just with my eyes. Yeah, that's a good answer. What would you have changed? How would you have done it differently?
Well, that's a whole other.
We can talk about it.
You would add fruit.
Yeah, for a start. Yeah. We'll talk about it.
Hi, my name's Danielle. So you actually kind of addressed one of my questions just now. So one of 2 is, if Finn ate the fruit, or well, the nuts, what would he have seen? Would he have been
Yeah, you were sober.
a
The pistachios?
Yeah.
the Joey nut? Yes.
Right. What were you seeing?
Her
My
dad.
Right.
Yeah.
Right.
Would have been.
You know,
fun.
sometimes we get back, like, I would talk to some of the writers about the backstory of these characters, because that's what you do sometimes as an actor, is like build like a character by thinking about their history and stuff. And one of the funniest conversations I had with these guys was about like Finn's name. Because like Finn sometimes is short for like a longer name, like Phineas or
Findle.
Phineas.
Findle.
But I thought was Finbar.
Oh, I remember this. I vaguely remember this.
Yeah, and they said, well,
Debate.
no. And I said, well,
Well, yeah, now
well,
it
and
is.
Aaron said it wasn't, so it kind of is, right? That doesn't answer. your
How do you
question.
feel about Collins?
Collins, that's a good name.
Okay.
What do you know?
This has such a final panel vibe for the day.
Sorry.
Um,
Back to your question.
What do you
So-
mean? Is that good or bad?
I just don't feel like Finn Collins suits that character.
Finbar Collins sounds like a
Finbar
cocktail.
Collins.
It's a cocktail. Like, you know.
That does sound like it.
Well, that's just because of a Tom Collins.
Tom
Exactly.
Anyway.
So my second question is, I guess, if Finn could talk during that ghost episode, what do you think he would have said to her? And was it a hallucination on Clark's part because she was so tired? Because you were literally, I don't think you slept after you killed him.
Yeah.
So
That's
was
the-
it?
The exhaustion and also
Sleep
the
deprivation.
guilt.
Yeah.
And the guilt.
Because
So you don't think that Finn was really there, just staring? Like a
did any
weirdo?
like more like supernatural type stuff like that happen in your own part?
Not really.
Raven got like supernaturally possessed, you know.
Well, yeah, but there was nothing like ghostly, like.
No, but freaking Lexa came back as a god, so like.
Well, yeah,
Spoiler
celestial
alert.
party. Yeah, never mind. Okay. Yeah. Okay. Yeah.
We have 4 minutes.
Well, that's good because my question was actually already asked and answered, because I was going to ask, Thomas how it felt to kind of revisit this whole world after so many years. So instead, I just will say I haven't watched seasons 1 and 2 for a very, very long time, but I was watching them recently in preparation to come to the con. And I was watching them when I found out you were coming to the con, and I got so excited that you were coming because I was remembering how sweet and pure those early days were, and how sweet. I will just say thank you so much for coming, because I was so excited to be able to hear your perspectives on the characters and the world and everything. So thank you.
Thanks for
I
having me.
second that. Yeah, I second that. Thank you. Last question, Tom. Mr. Lee.
Well, I really want to, I kind of have something I want to say. I do have a question for Thomas, but I had to tell somebody, the 100 is trending #1 on Twitter right now.
Yeah.
It's all because of posts that you guys are tagging.
Eliza's been trending all day.
I don't think that's ever happened at a Conageddon that the 100 was trending #1. So.
That's so cool.
And Heather caught Jason Rothenberg watch one of our live broadcasts earlier. I don't know if you said or not.
Bellamy and Eliza are also trending.
All right.
Bellamy and Eliza are trending. Not Bob, just Bellamy.
Yeah.
That's his name.
And my question for Thomas is,
Tom to Tom.
what, yeah, I know, I was like, I like this guy already, his name's Thomas. So I told him last night, Thomas, I'm Thomas. What do you think so far about this event? Because it's different in a great way. So I'm very curious what your first impressions are.
It does feel different, and it feels very smooth and fun. And cool. It's like everyone's so nice, and a combination of just being like automatically pretty excited to be back after so long, and all that stuff. But like, yeah, thanks for having me. What a cool thing.
Well, a lot of people excited you're here, and we're glad you're here. And if we have another one, which hopefully we'll consider, you'll get a chance to come back. So
thank you very much.
Thanks.
Thank you. Thank you both. I don't want the internet to kill me. When I said that's the only correct response, that there's 2 correct responses to rewriting. You would rewrite Bellamy and Lexa's death and make them either different or not happen and not just one.
Oh yeah, absolutely. Yeah. I mean that one was a given, but yeah. And I've talked about that one before, but yeah.
Yes.
And
Want to make sure.
Maddie's death.
And Maddie, I mean, no, well, she should.
She shouldn't have died.
She shouldn't have died.
Maybe you should have taken the book. I'm just saying.
But no, you just like nailed it on the head again. Yeah. I mean, why didn't she take the book?
The whole point. You're gonna take the book and
There was an oversight on all of our parts, and I can't just blame.
I'm not gonna say it's an oversight on your part.
No, I should have gone. Why? Hey, guys. Right. You know, I should have. And for that, I apologize.
It's okay. Thomas will catch up someday and watch.
Chauncey, we're gonna have a big chat after this, and
Yes.
I'm gonna catch you up to everything.
By the way, Clark gets a dog and a daughter. It's a whole thing.
Oh yeah, there's a dog.
There's a dog.
Yeah, golden retriever.
And Picasso.
His name is Picasso.
And it's not a robot. It's an actual
He
dog.
was actually a girl in real life.
And it's the only dog left
On Earth.
Yes.
ever.
Yeah.
No more dogs.
Makes sense.
I'm gonna show you some stuff.
Yeah.
We're gonna YouTube.
We have to clear the room because they're going to prepare for the party. Thank you, Eliza.